If you are brand new to Instagram, or perhaps you have been on Instagram for a while and you've had the thought that wouldn't it be great if I had 10,000 followers? I just want 10,000 followers so that I can have the swipe up. Once I get the swipe up, then everything will change. My business will take off. My reputation will explode. Everything will be rosy on the other side of the 10,000 followers and the swipe up feature. If you've ever thought that, this video is for you. In this week's video, I'm super excited to give you some really juicy reasons as to why I think it's a fantastic thing that you don't have the swipe up feature. And just before we get into reason number one, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button so you never miss a new video when it drops to this channel every single week. And now, without further ado, let's get into reason number one. So reason number one is a bit of a reality check and a bit of good news for anyone watching this that doesn't have 10,000 followers or anywhere near that. Most people aren't going to be swiping up, even when you get the swipe up feature.
You're joking.
When I grew my first Instagram account, The Doors of London, and I surpassed 10,000 followers a few years ago, I was really surprised to see what a tiny percentage of my followers actually swiped up on my stories whenever I was linking to something that I thought they would love, brands that I loved, that I wanted to talk about, anything that I was featured in that I wanted to share, press features, articles, YouTube videos. Such a small amount of my big audience, when it surpassed 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers, such a small amount of people were actually swiping up. And it's not just on my account that I've seen this on many different brands and businesses that I have worked with. The truth is, Instagram is a really fun place to hang out. And Instagram has made this so. It's made it deliberately fun to just stay on the app for hours and consume lots of different types of content. You've got lives, you've got stories, you've got reels, you've got chatting in the DMs with people, you've got carousel posts to swipe through. There's so much fun on the app that most people don't want to leave it. And unless they really, really are a devout fan of yours and they really trust everything that you recommend, and they wouldn't hesitate to go and check out whatever you are linking to in your story and swipe up, they won't do it. They won't leave. Trust me, when you get that swipe up, you are not going to get hundreds or thousands of people immediately swiping up to check out your new blog post or your new offer or a new product that you've launched. So the second reason why I think it's a great thing that you don't have the swipe up feature is that you can get really strategic with Instagram story stickers. I love Instagram story stickers. I've talked about them in lots of my other videos because they're one of my favorite ways to start conversations with people in the DMs and to really understand who of my audience is a warm lead, who would be receptive to receiving information about a product or service that I'm launching or have available right now. Here's the thing, when you have the swipe up feature in Instagram stories, you have no idea who is swiping up. You have no control over that, and you have no control over the conversion. So yes, you might see that people are swiping up in your stories, but as I said, you don't know who they are, and you don't really know what's happening once they get to the other side. So once they get to your website or they get to your YouTube video, are they sticking around? Are they jumping straight back off? There's no real way of accurately testing and tracking and measuring this. What is so much more strategic and so much more beneficial to you as a business owner or an influencer or whoever you are running your Instagram account, what's so much more powerful is knowing who of your audience is really interested in what it is you are talking about, what it is you have to offer. And the way that you can keep track of that is by using Instagram story stickers to your advantage. So for example, whenever I release a new YouTube video, I talk about it on my Instagram stories. But I don't just say I have a new YouTube video that's live, go and check out the link in my bio. And because I don't have 10,000 followers, I am not saying to anybody, swipe up to go and check out the video. What I am doing is I'm utilizing the Instagram story poll sticker. And I always say to people, would you like me to send you the link direct? Now, everybody who clicks on that poll sticker, not only can I send them a personal message and actually have a human connection with somebody that makes the difference between potentially them down the road becoming a customer or a client of mine, because I've opened the door to a conversation and a real human relationship, but I also know who they are. I know who is interested in watching that YouTube video. And let's say it's a YouTube video about how to grow on Instagram, or it's a YouTube video about how to make more sales on Instagram. I know the people who want to know about how to grow or make sales on Instagram. And I can then in the future check back in with them. I know that they watched that video and I know they wanted to see more. And in a week or a month's time, I can go back and I can say, how are you getting on generating sales through Instagram? Is there anything that you're struggling with? This is golden, keeping track of the people that are actually interested in what you have to offer, the content you're putting out, the offers you're talking about. This is really what's going to make the difference between converting people on Instagram and not converting people on Instagram. So reason number 3 why it's a great thing that you don't have the swipe up feature is tied to what I was just talking about in reason number 2. And that is that you can really wrap your arms around your audience when you have a smaller audience. When you have 10,000+ followers on Instagram, it's incredibly difficult to feel like you have a one-to-one connection with the people in your audience. I mean, it can feel difficult having that connection when you have a couple of thousand followers. But the beautiful thing about having a smaller audience is that not only can you, as we said, understand who is interested in what you have to offer, but you can also just much more easily connect with people. You can start conversations in the DMs. You can go through your followers and check in with people that you haven't spoken to in a while or whose content you've never actually engaged with. I promise you that having a smaller audience really is a big, big benefit. And if you utilize it wisely, if you actually go out and engage with that audience that you have, the existing followers you have, and you make time to go and engage with them, to go and get to know them, this is something that big Instagram accounts they're not able to do. It's almost impossible to have that real intimate connection. And I like to call this the small but mighty community. You can really build your brand advocates. You can really feel like you know your community. And this is such a powerful thing. And it's really what creates those close-knit communities on Instagram that, you just don't get when you start growing and growing and growing on Instagram. Reason number 4 why it's not a bad thing if you don't have the swipe up feature is because if you are selling products, you can actually set up Instagram shopping. You don't need to link away to another website. Now, of course, there are reasons why you would want to link to a website, measuring traffic, SEO, all of those reasons. And I completely understand that. And I am not saying that you shouldn't have a website with your products being sold on it, but you don't have to be able to link people to that website to be able to sell your products. And by setting up Instagram shopping, you are capitalizing on the fact that Instagram is really trying to connect its Instagram experience with its e-commerce experience. It's really trying to combine both. And people are increasingly turning to shopping on Instagram. That's why they've made it such a big part of the platform. It's why they've changed the entire homepage around, because people like to shop for products and services on Instagram. And if they can do it all in one place and then do the checkout and all of that directly on Instagram, then that's even better. You can link your Etsy account to Instagram, or you can connect your shop to Instagram using BigCommerce or Shopify. So go and explore that, and definitely set up Instagram shopping if you are selling products and you don't yet have the swipe up feature. Reason number 5 why you don't need the swipe up feature is because you have a really big opportunity with your Instagram bio and your Instagram highlights to optimize that area and get people really excited to check out the link in your bio. So what do I mean when I say this? Well, if you are a service-based business, then you want to make it super clear in your bio who you help and how you uniquely help them, what results you help people get, what transformation you facilitate. If you are a product-based business, again, you want to make it super clear what your USP is. Why are you different from every other product-based business out there selling similar products to yourself? Make that super clear in the first line of your bio, and then include a really clear call to action, directing people to that link in the bio. So use a pointing down emoji finger to help you, to nudge people to look at that link in the bio and take the action, and then tell people what action you want them to take. So if you want them to check out your latest offer, tell them that there is a 10% discount code on your latest product launch, or you want them to join your email list, or you want them to download your free guide. Really make that call to action irresistible and clear. And when I say irresistible, I mean most people, as we discussed, won't leave Instagram at all. And if they do, it's only going to be for a very good reason. So you want to make it clear what's in it for them. Why should they leave? If you're a product-based business, maybe it is that you have a new collection that's just launched, or you have an incentive like a discount. If you're a service-based business and you want people to get on your email list via the lead magnet that they will download, give them a reason to want to download that lead magnet. What will they learn by downloading that free guide? What will they get out of it? Make it super clear so that people clicking on that link in your bio is a no-brainer. Now with your highlights, these can act as a mini website for you, accelerating the know, like, and trust factor with your audience. So consider your highlights to be like a website, and imagine that highlight number 1 is for those people that land on your Instagram account that know nothing about you, that are brand new to you and what you do or what you sell and what you offer. Take them on a journey from highlight 1 to highlight 4 or 5. Take them on a journey from knowing nothing about you to being excited to take the next step or to get on your website and buy from you. How do we take them on that journey? Well, at the beginning, they're going to know very little about you. So maybe that first highlight is an about you highlight or an FAQs. What is that key information we can give them so they get the scoop quickly about you and the products or services you sell? And then you might progress with sharing some education, some tips, some advice. You want, again, to give people something, give value before you talk about how that people can actually get more by parting with their money, by investing in your products or services. So maybe it's tips, maybe it's some value in highlight number 2. Highlight number 3 would be reviews and testimonials. Show people that there is no risk in investing in your products or services, and tell them and show them how much other people are loving what you had to offer. And in highlight number 4, this is where you are showing people how they can take that next step. So this is where you more explicitly tell people that you have a new collection that's launched, or these are the services you have available to work with people one-to-one, and this is how they can sign up. They head to the link in your bio to fill out an inquiry form, or they head to that link in the bio to check out your latest products and to make the most of a discount code. Whatever it is, that last highlight is where you are telling people this is how you can take that next step and essentially swipe up. But in other words, check out the link in your bio. So really make the most of that bio area and that highlights area so that you are doing the heavy lifting of getting people excited about checking out the link in your bio without having to have the swipe up feature, without having to have 10,000 followers. So that's all for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you feel a bit more confident about the fact that you don't have 10,000 followers and why that isn't a bad thing. Why, in fact, not having 10,000 followers can actually be your superpower. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe and bell button so you never miss a new video when it goes live every single week. And just before I sign off for good, don't forget to check out these 2 videos here, which are essential viewing if you really want to make sure that your Instagram strategy is set up and optimized properly for 2021. I will see you next week for a brand new video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and your ongoing support. See you next week. Bye.